Hey folks, Joe from Attractions here at Six Flags Magic Mountain for a sneak preview of Looney Tunes Land. I'm joined by some old friends here to come show us their new neighborhoods. We're gonna ride some of the attractions, talk to some of the people behind the refresh of this classic area, and we'll just have a good time, right? Or Looney time, should I say. There we go. Let's go check it out.
On Saturday, June 6th, Six Flags Magic Mountain will unveil their refreshed and reimagined Looney Tunes Land. Designed for kids of all ages, even the ones who might think of themselves as grown-ups. The new land offers playful attractions, beloved characters, and 4 distinctly themed neighborhoods that offer fun for the whole family. We spoke with Park President Brian Ering to learn more about this new offering.
Brian, thank you again for having us this morning. The Looney Tunes, like Magic Mountain, are ingrained in Southern California history. They're a part of everything. Yep. Why the refresh? Why not just leave things the way that they were?
As we're looking at Magic Mountain and what experiences we want to provide everybody, and we lean into our thrill capital of the world, thrills has to mean everybody, right? It's got to mean kids, it's got to mean families, and that's why we made this investment, right? We said, hey, mom, dad, all the kids, they need a place where they can relax and have fun and be immersed in all of the characters and the experiences, and that's what we brought today with Looney Tunes Land.
Wonderful. So one of the big focuses in the theme park world nowadays is immersion and character. So what kind of immersion can we see in Looney Tunes Land?
Well, you're going to see obviously more Looney Tunes characters. Wonderful. All of your favorite ones are going to be out. We're going to bring back a show into the new Bunny World Amphitheater.
Love that.
So you and your kids can go on a vacation trip with Daffy and Bugs and see their favorite vacation places to go, which is really cool. We've also introduced some new technology. So on Taz's trail, right, you can experience an AR activation through your smartphone and watch Taz swirl through all of the different places that he's going to go and chase him down. So there's a lot of pieces that you'll see. And then in general, there's just more storytelling, right? Ride Taz's train, listen to how we, look for him and where he's hiding, and see if you can find him when you're out there.
I love that. That's so fun. It's like Pokemon Go, but for the Looney Tunes.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's the 55th anniversary of Six Flags Magic Mountain. This refresh is a big part of that celebration.
Yep.
How do you balance capturing the nostalgia and the memories that everyone has while still introducing new things into the park?
No, that's a great question, right? And I think that we strike a really good balance here at Magic Mountain of saying, hey, this is really important to our clientele, so we're going to embrace it and we're going to keep it, or we're going to bring back maybe a name from the past that we had moved away from, but we're also going to add technology, and we're going to add hardscape and shade and all those things that are so important to the client. And that's really kind of how we look at when we go into any project. We say, hey, what's the list we've got to capture? What are the new things we want to bring in? And let's make sure that we're hitting it on all angles.
I love that. So this area is for kids and families right now. What age groups are you? Is this mostly for?
I think everybody's going to have a really great time here, from your handheld infant, all the way up through your little ones, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Right? They're going to have a great experience here, and mom, grandma, everybody, right? They're going to be able to come out and have a good time.
I think that's one of the benefits of this IP is that it's a timeless thing, right?
Exactly.
It's been around since before World War II, and it still is going strong.
Yep.
One last question for you, and this is something I like to ask whenever we are at a new opening. What is your favorite part of this new refresh?
My favorite part of the entire new land, besides just really creating a phenomenal experience for the guests, would be Taz's train ride. You got to get on that ride. It's such a good storytelling and so much fun. Kids are riding it, multiple times, just really having a great time with it. So I think we knocked that one out of the park.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thank you so much for answering some questions. I can't wait to see more. The land looks great so far.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks so much. All right.
During our preview, we were given the opportunity to explore Camp Duck-a-Muck, admire the nods to classic Looney Tunes cartoons in the Bugs Bunny Play Park, and even try to outrun Wile E. Coyote and his never-ending supply of Acme traps in Roadrunner Ridge.
We're about to take a ride on the Roadrunner Express, the higher thrill entry into Looney Tune Land, themed, of course, to Wile E. Coyote and his fruitful chase against the Roadrunner. Let's see how the coaster goes.
In Tasmania, we got the chance to sit down with Ken Parks, Vice President of Planning, Design, and Creative Development, to learn more about what to expect from this new edition.
Well, thank you so much for sitting with us today. First off, the entire refresh of the area looks fantastic. Can you talk to us a little bit about what went into modernizing while still keeping that classic Looney Tunes feel for this park?
Yeah, we always listen to our guests, and the guests really, Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes have had a presence here at Magic Mountain for many, many years. But we wanted to do something that was new and fresh. The guests are always looking for ways that they can ride together, so families can do experiences all together and share that. And they also want an area that is relaxing, that has some guest comfort to it. So as we looked, and of course working with our partners at Warner Brothers, Discovery Global, we looked at, okay, what fits that? What's the story we want to tell there? We took the top 4 Looney Tune characters, kind of the echelon of the top. Tweety Bird is in there too, and said, okay, let's take their locations that they're seen in the classic cartoons, and let's kind of mirror their environments. And so that was the real approach initially. Was okay, let's create these 4 immersive lands into one 5-acre family area.
I love it. Yeah, and it's very cool. I love how you're balancing the characters in each land. I love the subtle change in pavement between each one to kind of bring that going. So when I talked with Brian Ering, the park president, earlier, he mentioned that there's some technological advancements such as AR integration in some of these rides. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we've been working at a couple of our other parks. We've done some AR experiences, and so we were excited to bring that here. It's an opportunity for people to have some photo ops for their families, but to have them come alive and connect with the Looney Tunes characters in a way that maybe they haven't before. So throughout the land there are different props and signs that you will use your phone to take a picture as you would, and just suddenly these classic moments out of the Looney Tunes happen in front of you. So my favorite is there's an actual physical left at Albuquerque sign, and Bugs Bunny starts to burrow and pops up and says the classic line, "I should have taken that left at Albuquerque." So
that's something that I love, just looking at like the props and things like that. The tying into those classic Looney Tunes cartoons and themes while trying to keep this new modern slant to it. This train ride in itself is such a classic old school kiddie ride. How do you balance that need for rides that are accessible to families and also keeping it new and fresh?
I think one of the things about Looney Tunes that is really, I grew up with them, and they're a master class in comedy. Absolutely. So any comedian will tell you that they cut their teeth on Looney Tunes. So we really wanted to get the humor back into. So this attraction is great because it's a wonderful ride through a really disciplined landscape environment, but there are a lot of gags along the way. The audio track has a lot of gags built into it. The station announcements have gags built into them, and then it has a payoff that's pretty fun with the She-Devil that is straight out of Looney Tunes.
I love it. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking this ride with us. Thank you for giving us some more info on the land. We can't wait to see it open later this year.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much.
Buddy.
Well, that is going to do it from us here at Six Flags Magic Mountain for our sneak preview of Looney Tunes Land opening later this month. A big thank you to Ken Park and Brian Ering for talking to us about what went into refreshing this classic kids land and making it fun for families of all ages. When you come visit during this 55th anniversary, make sure you stop by, have yourself a Looney time, but most of all, have fun.